Welcome back to the LCP Digital Learning Channel. Today I have a couple quick tips on how you can help some students that need some accommodations to have tests read to them. Option number one is going to turn on some speak text where the student can select the text and the iPad will read it to them. Option number two is going to be using either Keynote or Numbers where you, the teacher, add your voice where you're reading the test and then the student can self-pace through those questions. Option number three is going to be using a PDF where you as the teacher can turn on the screen recording feature on your iPad and you can actually just read through the test and then it turns it into a video where the students can just pause that video as they're taking the test. All right, so let's start with the first one, which is turning on the speak feature within your iPad. So the first thing that you want to do is go into your settings on your iPad. On your left-hand side in settings, you're going to see general. Under general, you're going to see accessibility. Please click accessibility or accessibility. And then underneath speech, there's going to be a couple different options. Speak selection is the one I would use as a teacher because that allows a student just to select the things that are important. Speak screen is going to speak every piece of text on the screen. So that might be helpful if they're full screen on a PDF that has the text selected. But normally what it also does is it reads all of the settings and everything like that. So I prefer to just turn that one off and leave speak selection on. Okay, one pro tip is when you go to voices, we highly recommend that you find one called Alex. So we're gonna go into English. And so instead of it being Siri, we're gonna turn on Alex. You may need to download that. Alex is a great voice that reads a lot more natively and it reads things as they should be read whenever you're like reading a science thing or numbers. So definitely don't want to use this when we're doing our math test because it will read the numbers correctly, which helps those kids. But for ELAR and things of that nature, this is perfect. So you can turn on Alex if you'd like within that screen. So the next thing you're gonna do is open up the test and let me show you what this would look like from a student's perspective. And then when you go into your test, the way to select that test is you have to long press on a button or on a word until it shows up. If I just tap, it's not going to work. So long press on the first word, drag this over the question, and then speak.
Agriculture first developed in Southwest Asia.
All right, so the next option that you have is to take some pictures of the test and you can put those within either a Keynote or a number. So first thing you're going to need is pictures of the test. So I'm in here in the PDF. And so what I could do is just take pictures of the test. So I might turn it this way. And so maybe this first page, I'm going to go ahead and press the two buttons and screenshot. And then go to the next one and screenshot that one. So you could just go through the test and screenshot if you needed to. Okay, then the next thing you're going to do is either go into Keynote or Numbers. I prefer Numbers and I'm going to show you why. All right, so I'm going to start a new number. So I'm going to go ahead and create a spreadsheet and just do a blank one. Now what's great about Numbers is on that top left corner, that circle right here, I can actually delete this. So I'm gonna touch the circle and press delete. So now I have just a blank document. So what I can do is press plus, go to the media tab, and then I'm going to insert that photo that I took earlier, or a screenshot. So I'm gonna choose the first photo that I had. Now, I can go ahead and crop this. I'm gonna double tap, crop this down. I don't need all this text, just the part right here. And there we go, make it a little bit bigger. So what's great about Numbers is when I press the plus button and in the media tab, I'm gonna go record audio. When I record this, it's actually gonna create a button. So I'm gonna read the first test. Question 1, which of the following is a symbol for chlorine? Answer A, CH. Answer B, C. Answer C, Cl. Answer D, Ce. Press stop. And then I'm going to, top right corner, insert that. Now what's great is you can see this is now a little button. So I can actually put this button next to the number 1. Then I could go to the number 2, press plus, record audio, and record. Stop, insert. So now you can see that I have 2 buttons. And so as I give this to the students, which I could put in Google Classroom, and then there's a video that shows you how to get things in and out of Google onto an iPad. So if you need that, definitely find that in the url.lcisd/digital learning, and it's in the Google section. All right, so what's great about this is once the student gets this on their iPad, they can touch the button. Question 1, which of the following is a symbol for chlorine? Or they can touch button 2. Question number 2. So instead of reading the entire page, this allows me to add voice buttons to each individual piece of the test. So if you think that might be helpful, that's definitely a great option for you. The third option we're gonna go over is just creating a video using the PDF. So the 2 things you wanna make sure to do, first thing is you're gonna go into settings, And then underneath General, there is a Control Center. Inside of Control Center, you're going to customize controls, and just make sure if at the bottom you see screen recording that looks like this, make sure you plus that so that it's available. Top right corner is going to be available up there on screen record. So what's great about that is I can go into my Google Drive. Inside of my C3 folders, you can pull up the PDF. And then what you can do is pull down top right corner. Now you can see I already have mine screen recording where that red button is. But if you long press that, it'll give you the option to turn audio on or off. So make sure your audio is on and then press the button just like I'm screen recording right now. And then what I can do is just start reading this test, which would look like this. Which of the following is the symbol for chlorine? So I'm just gonna read and scroll, read and scroll, read and scroll. And then when I'm done, I'm gonna leave this. You can see at the top right corner, there's a red button flashing. That's gonna stop the video. So what's great about this is one long video that I can put into Google Classroom or Google Drive. The student can then watch the video and then pause it, answer their question, press play, pause, play, pause. So those three options that I've shown you is one, the student is involved where they are highlighting the text and the iPad reads it to them. Number two is creating those voice bubbles within Numbers so that kids can push each of those buttons in order to read each question. Option three is to scroll through that PDF while you're screen recording, and then it's just gonna create one long video the student can work through. So hope one of those three things are super helpful for you. If you have any questions, please reach out to the DLS on your campus or email help@lcisd or chat with one of the CNI team members that show up on our campuses. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.